Welcome to the next episode regarding sexual phobias. So what is a phobia generally? It doesn't matter, if you're scared of spiders or spoons or clouds or whatever the phobia is. It's an anxiety disorder, okay? And it's a persistent, excessive fear to an object or situation. Phobias typically result in a rapid onset of fear. Most people with a phobia have had it usually lifelong. The first one is erotophobia. Now this is a blanket term for all kinds of phobias related to sex. Now erotophobia is the fear of any act or object or person related to sex, okay? And so people suffering from this phobia are generally uncomfortable even merely talking about sex. And so that uncomfortable feeling when you're watching TV with your mum, your dad, maybe even granny, and all of a sudden the actors on TV are starting to have a sex thing. Well, that uncomfortableness, imagine feeling that every time someone else, like your friends, talk about sex. Familiophobia, and this is a fear of kissing, okay? And some people are scared of kissing because they're worried about passing germs from one person to another, but some people also find kissing scary just literally on the physical level. The thing is though, people who have the fear of kissing have no problem indulging in sex. So sex generally is fine, it's just the kissing they're a little bit worried about. Number 3, genophobia. So people suffering with this phobia are generally scared of nudity, and so they could fear being seen by other individuals or seeing someone else who's naked, or sometimes both. And so basically it's the changing room complex to a certain extent. Now this is different from people who have a dysmorphic body image, and so people turn around and say, I'm too skinny, I'm really happy, I want to be muscular, or I'm too fat, I want to be much, much thinner, and they have a disproportionate view of what they think they see in the mirror to how they think they should be. Genophobia is very different from that. That is where you are very, very scared of being seen or seeing other naked people. A fearophobia is a fear of being touched, but not just generally in a sexual manner. This is also sometimes called trapezophobia, but people suffering from this phobia, even an adverse casual brushing of the arm can produce a lot of anxiety. And so these individuals are pretty worried and scared when it comes to a crowded area. Genophobia, this is a fear of sexual intercourse. Individuals with this phobia are scared of actually indulging in sex or the sexual act itself. They're quite happy kissing, they're quite happy cuddling, but the actual intimate act of sexual intercourse, that's not for them. If you do have any of these phobias, and there's more coming up in the next episode, please remember every single phobia can be combated very, very easily. It's something you have to work on, and you always get to the end with working hard and finding that right counsellor who can identify those fears, and with cognitive behavioural therapy is usually the better way of getting rid or getting through phobias, as well as some self-help books. So next episode, 5 more phobias.